with wrath, because he knows the time is short. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is 666.
Incredible greetings, everybody. This is Reverend Jack Winters. And when I got to my desk this morning, there were several notes here from viewers of the church channel who have asked my secretary to have me voice my opinion on number one, Holy Communion. So let's start with that one. Let's do that video right now. Holy Communion, and why is it evil and hypocritical? Okay, why is it hypocritical? Christianity preaches that vampirism and cannibalism are evil. Okay, drinking one's blood or eating one's flesh, whether it be factual or symbolic, is nothing more or nothing less than the same thing. Now, one person had asked a question, how can that be so when the church tells you it is symbolic, so therefore it's not the same thing, that you are just reaffirming your faith? Whether it be symbolic or factual, it's still the same thing. You're still eating that flesh. You are still drinking that blood. I'm sorry, it's quite early. And when this person said the same thing to the minister, they said, but you're drinking grape juice and you're eating a cracker. But that grape juice is symbolizing an individual's blood. That cracker is symbolizing that person's flesh. Drinking blood, vampirism. Eating flesh, cannibalism. It's still the same thing, whether it be symbolic or factual. And if they claim that vampirism and cannibalism is evil, then they are evil. They do the same thing symbolically, therefore that makes them hypocrites. That is how they are hypocrites and they are evil on communion. There is no way to straighten that up. There is no way to just blow it off by saying it's a cracker and it's grape juice. It's still symbolically blood and flesh. Point blank. Therefore, there is nothing holy about communion. They are being vampires and cannibals symbolically. And that's how you will find that it is evil and hypocritical by their own choice of words and their own choice of teaching and preaching. That's their Holy Communion. So I guess in order to be holy, you have to eat somebody and drink the blood. Kind of like the symbol that they worship. They all bow down and wear a cross. What is a cross? The cross is nothing more than a Roman device of torture and death. That device was used long before they crucified their so-called Messiah. They used to hang people and crucify them outside city limits so that visitors, when they were coming in, would see this and be terrified to mess up or go against them or anything. There were those that believed that Jesus made some of the crosses in his area for people to be crucified on. So he enabled, if the story is true, he enabled the Jewish oppressors to crucify his own. Poetic justice, if it's true, he met the same fate for being a criminal. So if you're going to worship a device that tortures and murders people, That tells me you love to torture people and put them to death. And you worship torture and death. I know this was supposed to be about communion, but it's a talking symbolicism. Well then, their symbolicism of the cross makes them a community that worships torture and death. They bow and praise torture and death. So, actually, I've covered 2 topics, so I hope it covered the second one that I know somebody's going to ask. Thank you for watching and listening, and I want to thank my secretary for bringing people's requests of videos to me. And from time to time, I'll be making videos for them. They're hosting them. See you soon. Hail Satan. Hail thyself. Blessed be.